thing, Hosey. My whole purpose of teaching you guys these things because the sickness I had and the heart attack I had, and with the coronavirus, not too many people got so much money, go to restaurants or buy the cheapest way, but the nice way and the healthy way to eat. And hopefully you will learn this, and trust me, you will love it. And tonight I'm making vegetarian halloumi wrap with salad and sautéed potato, but I do a different sautéed potato. Okay, the first thing is get 1 kg of plain flour. And the reason I'm doing the big one, because later on it can last for months. Maybe I want to do chicken or fish, anything you can do with this. And then I buy already mixed spice, which is fajita. Empty it all in. You need lots of it. I'm using a cayenne pepper. It's nice, spicy and smoky. I put the whole thing in. And I use a bit of peri. It doesn't mean you have to put whatever you're cooking in this flour. The amount you need, which I will show you, just take it out, because once you mix cheese, chicken, anything on this, then you have to dump the whole thing away. It won't be good. You can use this every time you're cooking something, and use it bit by bit, and it shouldn't cost you that much. I mean, basically you're saving money in the long run, and you got this spice with the flour ready for anything you want to cook. And trust me, it's very, very tasty. Okay, I mixed already this. I add 2 spoons of salt and 2 spoons of white pepper. White pepper is a little bit spicy and tastes nicer. And what I use, 2 jars of fajita and 1 jar of cayenne pepper and 1 jar of peri. The reason I'm using small jars, it costs cheaper rather than buying all the ingredients separate. Now what I'm going to do, divide some and put the rest away. For halloumi, 2 halloumi there, I use this much flour. The rest I put it away for something else. I always use light olive oil, because you don't want extra virgin oil or virgin oil, olive oil, because it will smell the cheese and it won't taste very nice. And at the same time, a virgin oil, olive oil or extra virgin is not for cooking. Light olive oil is healthy for you, and it's the only thing doesn't stay in your body. And I don't like to use vegetable oil or any other oil, but that's your choice. I put good amount olive oil in it, but this much oil, and then I cut the halloumi, not too thin and not too thick, about this size. I use 3 eggs. Whoops. I tried that again because smashed everywhere. Stir it very nicely. Make sure there's a froth coming out of it, because otherwise it won't cook properly or stick properly. And I'm gonna put a bit of milk. You see, it's coming out. Not too much milk. Stir it nicely again. And also I can see there is a bit of smoke coming out of my oil. That means it's ready. You cut the halloumi about this size, because if it's too thin, it won't cook properly. And then you put the heating on in full blast and make sure it's hot. It takes about a couple of minutes to heat up. While you're waiting for that, I cut this onion thick, the same, because you don't want it too thin for sauteed potato. Do you see the thickness? And I cut the garlic, slice it thin, long way. I use about 5 or 6. It depends how much garlic you like. You put this into the egg. Make sure it's all over the egg. Mix it nicely. As you can see, nice flour all over it. Put it in. You need to be very quick because you don't want to burn the bottom of it, because they will cook very fast. You want a nice and gold color. I get a tissue, two kitchen rolls. You want to suck all the oil out. While that's cooking, I'll put the rest into the flour. You see the amount of flour I use, the mix? Because the rest I don't use, I have to dump it. You cannot use it for anything else. By the way, for gluten-free, instead of using plain flour, you can use a plain rice flour. You can get it from any big supermarket. As you can see, nice and crispy, gold color. Because I don't have extra big pan and space, I'm using my electric fryer, which is very cheap to buy in the big supermarket, only about 20 pounds. And it's very, very good. And this is hot. I put some oil, olive oil. For my sauteed potato, I already boiled this before the show because I know it takes long to cook. And I take a big knife. I'm not gonna go bit by bit like this, because that takes time, and at the same time I want a little bit like a mashy to make it nice and crispy. I just simply go like that in the pot, and it's very fast. Then I put them all in. You leave it a little bit long to make them nice and crispy. You don't add garlic, onion, anything in until the potato is nice and crispy, because otherwise everything goes soggy and they won't come nice and crispy. If you don't have this sort of pan, just use any normal pan you got at home. Don't worry about it, it does exactly the same job. Add salt on it, white pepper, and I use curry pepper, good amount. Stir it. You need to keep stirring it. Don't worry if they get little pieces, because you want it nice. I like it nice and crispy. And you can put coriander or parsley, but unfortunately my children don't like it. That's why I don't put coriander and parsley. You can even put chives, which is very, very nice. I had onions ready, which I showed you, garlic, and if you want chili, you can add slice the chili. Now I add the onion. Make sure they're all split, because otherwise they won't cook properly. And garlic and chili. You can even put spring onion. This shouldn't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes. I use the butter because I see it's getting ready. I use about 3 slices this thickness. That's a quarter of your big butter. While I was waiting for this to get ready, I cut cucumber, tomato, and mixed lettuce. Now I put the baby spinach. I mean, you don't have to, but it's very healthy for you. It's full of iron and it tastes beautiful for sauteed potato. And it only takes 1 to 2 minutes. It cooks itself. You don't want to overcook the spinach. Just leave it like this. The steam will do the job. While this is cooking, I put the pan on for the wrap. I put tiny bit of decoration, and I put mayonnaise or any other sauce you like, chili sauce, sweet chili, anything you like. Tiny bit of mixed lettuce, cucumber, tomato. Now the halloumi, I put about 3. Then I put it on the pan. There's no oil or anything. And that should take about 1 minute to exactly the same. I'll turn it up. I'll turn it around. Now portion a bit on the side. I'll put a bit of mayonnaise here. You can put mayonnaise on top of your sauteed potato if you like. Simple, 15 pounds for 4 or 5 people, and it's very healthy other than the mayonnaise, but the rest of it, there was no much fat in it. You can have this meal and trust me, all your family will love it. Love you guys and stay healthy. Bye. Everybody loves this.